Oh, yeah. Getting a little better each time with that. Still had a flash of us between the countdown and the intro, but hey. Welcome to Open Your Toys Cast, episode 223. This is the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s and all time, and those are Badass,
G.I. Joe, Transformers, Masters of the Universe, and Star Wars.
Yeah, we're going to be fucking talking a lot of them. It's going to be a crazy show. This almost accounts for for a Comic-Con show. Besides, I didn't watch any panels or anything like that. And I don't think there was very many panels. I know NECA did a panel. I know WWE, like Mattel did a WWE panel. Did you guys watch any or see any?
No.
Yeah. I just watched the highlights on Toy News International, the little slideshow.
There you go. All right, if you want to kick it with us, we want you to do it here every other Sunday from 4 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Eastern for a few hours. Be in the chat, hang out with us. If you can't make the live shows, kick it with us on our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. If you just want to know about the shows, follow our Facebook page at facebook.com/openyourtoyscast. If you want to see everything that we're talking about, links to all the pre-orders and news that we're going to be going over, you can go to openyourtoys.com. Top of the page, you'll get the very same show notes that we're using right now. And you can also find links in those show notes to subscribe to us through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, RSS, Stitcher Smart Radio. If you're old school, you can email us or leave us a voicemail. And that email is team@openyourtoys.com, and that voicemail is 720-235-8697. All right, Mr. Badass, where can people find you, sir?
You can find me on the Facebook, and you can find me in the groups.
Yeah. And Mr. Cliff?
You can find me posting in the group as Red Menace on Facebook or on Instagram as Associate of Horror.
Oh, yeah, if you missed the last episode, you missed his whole explanation his whole explanation of Associative Horror, so go back and watch that one if you haven't yet. And
our listeners catch every episode, dude. They're good. They're up to
date. No one ever misses a minute. 3 hours, never miss a minute. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's crazy. We don't have a huge, if you go look at our episodes, we don't get a ton of watches on YouTube. But considering we're 3 hours, we get thousands of minutes watched, at least.
So they watch the highlight reels?
Yeah. Who knows if they're watching the whole episode, but there's so many minutes watched in our stats. Let's see. If you want to follow me, you can do it on Facebook at facebook.com/openyourtoys. You can follow me on Instagram at SlickMcFavorite or email me slick@openyourtoys.com. All right. Mr. Badass, are you drinking something cool there?
Strongbow.
Ooh, Strongbow for the win.
Original dry.
Now, do you ever deviate from original dry? Or is
I don't think they make anything but original dry, to be honest with you.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure they make,
do they?
I think I've had 3 or 4 different types of Strongbows.
Then no, I usually just stick with original dry.
Nice. Clifster, Mr. Fast Day.
Yeah, I got some cool ice cold water.
See, and you said you went to a movie. I'm I could not go to a movie and not eat something. Not that I buy their stuff, but I always take stuff with me.
I had an unsweetened iced tea with lemon.
Hey, there you go. I like it. I like that you can at least have tea. That's a good one. For me, I'm back in the mix again, bro. I was going to tease this on the last one because I bought it just to drink on the show, but I'm back with Flying Embers Watermelon Chili. Oh, yeah. Antioxidant Vit Alive Probiotics. 0 sugar, 0 carbs. Flying Embers was born in Oahe, California, during a massive wildfire that threatened our homes and brewery. A single ember could have been the end, but for us, it was just the beginning. We donate a portion of our proceeds to firefighters and first responders out of respect for their service to our community. Aw, that's so nice of them. Again, just like the other one, you can't. There's not a lot of chili taste to it. Like,
what is it? A beer or cider? Or?
It's a seltzer.
Oh, okay.
It's a seltzer.
Right.
Yeah. Not a huge fan, but so is life. All right, let's share some fucking screen here and do this shit. Share my screen. Share this screen. All right. So con news. We're going to get into SDC in a second here. But first up, Budiansky going to TFCon Baltimore. So if you're one of the realm of collectors, they always have a big show at those East Coast show. Oh, this thing's like blown up way bigger than it needs to be. But Budiansky is credited with writing most of the tech specs that accompanied the Transformers. Really gave a lot of Transformers their names and backstories. So he also did a lot of the original Marvel comics as well. So he's been one of my most entertaining panels I've gone to. Like, just learning about, like, he basically came up with the entire G1 cast backstory in a weekend. It was insane. So cool one to catch if you're going to TFCon Baltimore, October 22nd of this year. But the big con news, of course, was SDCC, and it's kind of a weird one this year again. So a lot of companies didn't even have panels. It seems like Hasbro is holding a lot of their stuff back for, at least panel-wise, holding it back for PulseCon. That'll be coming in, I think, September was what it was teased as. But still tons of products, still tons of things to talk about. So we'll get started here with Mattel and their exclusives. And we'll skip by that guy and come back to him. Skip by that and come back to him. So, anybody buy anything?
I tried to get Slaughter, but it was out before I got to it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was en route to the dentist when they dropped, and I got to the waiting room, and the Ray Arnold was still there, but I didn't really want Ray Arnold.
What I didn't even snap about, and this is just goes to how much I pay attention, I didn't realize it was 3 3/4. I was like, why the hell are they doing another Amber Series Arnold when they just released a single one? So he was actually the last thing I bought. I was able to get everything. I got the little Hot Wheels with the dudes inside, which are absolutely, I don't know why.
$35 for 2 Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
with horribly sculpted little guys.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, dude.
Oh God.
You got Scareglow though?
Yeah, I got Scareglow, and I got the Sarge here. So those I was able to get in and out pretty quick with those 3 things. Went back in, and that's when I went back in is when I figured out that this was a 3 3/4 Arnold. And while I'm not necessarily worried about the figures, now that I knew that this was a 3 3/4 like diorama, that made me want it a little bit more. So I went in and I got him, and I tried to get the Labbit, and I tried to get this Star Wars Darth Vader car, and both of them sold out while I was trying to check out. So no big deal though. I got the main wants. And then this thing hit like later on in the day or the next day or something. And he's still available.
Weird.
Jesus Christ. And I love Bad Robot. Like, I love J.J. Abrams, and it's Abrams, right? Or is this the other dude?
No, it's Abrams.
Abrams, yeah. So, I mean, I love that little intro scene. I like the design of the Bad Robot, but just not $100 much, you know?
And plus, you can only buy 3. What's the point? I mean, look at how small it is for $100, dude. It's
I know,
just
that's
barely bigger than his hand.
Yeah, it's a 7-inch figure, so. But I mean, I guess high-end people are kind of used to that. So if you're a high-end person and you do dig J.J. Abrams, it's maybe worth it for you. But yeah, it's the pass for me. And then on this thing up here, they also launched their first ever crowdfunding thing, which I was hoping Rock was going to be on. Unfortunately, it looks like Rock is sick today, so shout outs to Rock. We miss you, dude. There's a few wrestling things I was hoping you would comment on, but this thing is doing shitty. 16% funded, and I think it's been 2 days already. But like we'll see, spoiler with the Galactus one, we'll see how these spikes happen, and if this is their spike, they're not gonna make it. I kind of dig it just because I was a wrestling fan when I was younger, when I was a kid, and I still dig it, and I used to make my own wrestling rings and that kind of stuff, so it'd be super cool to have something like this. And it's massive, you know, this is a 6-inch figure right here, so this thing is going to be ridiculously huge. But I assume a no-go for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I do think it's cool, though, especially the Doink. If they hit 7,000.
The Doink the Clown's dope. Yeah. I like the ring skirts, because you can get the WrestleMania logo on that. But yeah, I just you got to be a big fan, I guess. Peach Keen in the chat saying tried to get a Scare Glow, got him in my cart, and then they sold out. The cool guy says, Cliff, if you put a hat on and you're CJ from Dawn, it's the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Who's CJ? Is that the security guard? I'm feeling attacked.
The douchey security guard. It's that handlebar. That handlebar's.
Hey, Cliff, you look like Gung Ho, something from the 4 greatest franchises that we cover. Hey, Cliff, you look like that power-hungry security guard. Actually, I like that guy, that actor.
I like the actor, too. And it just goes to show that he's a good actor, because he played a good douchebag, you know? So yeah, heard lots of people saying I was in 1 minute, you know, couldn't get anything. Again, I mean, I was in and out pretty fast, because, you know, one hint for everybody is make sure you're logged into your account, put something in your cart, and go through the checkout process almost to the end to understand what it's going to do. Is it going to give you a CAPTCHA? Is it going to make you enter shipping address? Do you have a card on file? So I always do that before any pre-order, and then I just delete that item and then get ready for the pages to load. So I was fairly lucky. It sucks for the people out there that were not able to get stuff. Peter's big thing with it was everything was limit 2. And Peter's of the mindset of limit 1 everything and let twice as many people get it. So, fan voted Origins Tri-Klops is going to be dropping soon. A little caveat about this SDC coverage. I pretty much kind of like just threw anything that probably would have been announced during SCC that's shown up in the last week or two. So this Origins Tri-Klops is from one of the original mini comics. That's why it looks so wonky here. Have no idea why the people that took the picture couldn't put the sword in his hand correctly, but love that. Let's grab the hilt. That's right. So let's see, any details? Just fall of 2021 on this. So I'm a sucker for those mini comic repaints, man. I tend to get those. So. Like I say, Mattel did do a wrestling panel where, some Motu related stuff was shown, but some of the more exciting stuff is this new Hollywood line. But so here's the Motu crossover stuff. Looks like these are going to be Walmart exclusives.
Yeah. Dude, that's sick.
It's Trapjaw.
I like, is this Rey Mysterio? Is that his name? The guy with the mask? I like him with the Stratos wings and backpack. I think he looks dope. And then we get some chick as She-Ra there. Yeah. But I know for a lot of people, and probably especially for Cliff and I, these were kind of the interesting ones. So they're taking people that they have the rights to their likenesses to. Cena, who's that fucking... God, I can't even remember the bald dude with the tattoos.
The Rock?
The Rock. Yeah, there you go. One of those things, like, I see the
most
Rock
dynamic man in entertainment.
Yeah. We get Rowdy Piper, and They Live. Oh, and I wanted to see what... I think they say what those are, right?
Yeah, it's Hobbs and Shaw, Fast 9, and They Live.
Oh, okay. For those two. And then we get this one, which we get Rock as Scorpion King. I dig that one. I thought this was fucking Lou Ferrigno. Was this Andre the Giant?
It's $6 Million Man?
Andre the Giant from Six... Yeah. Okay, I thought that was Lou Ferrigno for some reason. And then we get Roman Reigns from Hobbs and Shaw. So spoiler with the Hobbs and Shaw stuff, with all of their tribal stuff. But, yeah. So, Cliff, of those, who will you be getting?
Rowdy Piper from They Live.
They Live. Is that the only one?
Yeah, I mean, I have enough Rock figures as Roadblock. I don't really, because I mean, he's basically just The Rock and Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Like, you know,
the Andre as a Bigfoot, I dig, just because that was one of my favorite episodes of $6 Million Man. So yeah, he might.
I'm more anxious to get him and maybe Scorpion King.
Yeah.
But those aren't on pre-sale. The only ones they put up on pre-order are those first three.
Oh, they're actually up. Oh, I didn't realize that. I should go get that fucking Rowdy Piper.
Goddamn right. They Live, man. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, They Live is one of the best. One of the best, bro. And Creations Arena, we already looked at it, and this thing was just the Bad Robot thing. So on to Hasbro, again announced as a PulseCon exclusive, so obviously this was going to be a Comic-Con exclusive, is the color change Zartan. So I'm digging it. We talked about it before. What we didn't know was we didn't know it was color change. So the only new information here is he's color changed, and it's not sunlight, which sucks because that went along with the cartoon and stuff, but it's cold this time around. So put him in your freezer and he'll turn blue. So yeah, he's a want for me now. I don't like his armor plating. I don't like how they put silver on it. Like the thigh pads, maybe, but yeah. If you're gonna do it, let's go all the way. But I don't know. He will still be mine, hopefully, if my fingers are fast. Well, I'm also a premium member, so that means I'll have first shot at all of this before you lay people out there.
Commoners.
Yeah, you minions. Let's see here. So Galactus. So this was a big surprise.
Yeah, weird.
I will say it is crazy impressive. It is,
dude.
It is really cool. I really am not a Fantastic Four guy, but I mean that is a beautiful thing. Like,
and that's what I was talking about with Brinkalizer was like the Sentinel. I really thought long and hard about it because I love the 90s cartoon, but Galactus, I have no attachment to it, like whatsoever. Like I don't like the Silver Surfer. I don't like the fucking Fantastic Four. So, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to confirm. Really, just no attachment to it.
No. I'm with you. I was like Sentinel. I actually seriously considered, especially because I have most of the Marvel Legends that match the cartoon. But I was like, I don't need the Sentinel. I'll be just fine with just the figure surrounding Professor X.
Yeah. Well, and what Brinkalizer was talking about was we were chatting back and forth, and he's like, "Yeah, I never watched the '90s cartoon, but I know I will one day." So he bought the Sentinel just knowing that once he watches the cartoon that he'll probably want it, and then it's going to be $1,000, you know.
Yeah.
How fucking big is that?
It, dude,
32 inches.
It's 6 inches at his boot.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
It's impressive, man. It's really cool. Like,
yeah. $400. So it'd be really dope since he's like the planet smasher or something, right? Is like
he devours planets.
Yeah,
devourer of planets.
But it's always an argument between fans. We used to talk about it too when we were kids. It's like, does he pop planets like Tic Tacs? Or does he absorb the planet over a period of days? I always like to think like a planet's just a Tic Tac to him. But depending on who's drawing him, they change it.
That's funny. Well, and it's one of those things, you know. I guess I've only ever seen him like, and maybe that's the point, is I've only seen him where he looks like he's an entity, you know. So I'm like, oh, so he's just this big gaseous entity. So yeah, he could just devour a whole planet. And then when he needs to talk to a mortal, you know, or a fucking 6-foot person, he shrinks himself down to this big, huge size, you know. But so yeah, pass for me. Peach Keen's all about the Zartan. Yeah, and that's what I'm digging to. I'm glad that the Zartan has a play feature on it, but all those accessories are dope with that Zartan's.
What I like about the Zartan is that I will try to get it, but if I don't, it sells out. It's not awful that I won't have it.
That I feel the same way. Like I wouldn't feel left out or anything. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Let's see. Oh, speaking of Brinkalizer, where the hell did I go here? Oh, I went to last week's show notes. So Brinkalizer, as he's done in the past, and we've kind of followed his work, has already started the tracking process for Galactus. So here is HasLab's order by day. So you'll see here that Galactus is following the same trend. So here's the big spike that I was telling you that happens at the beginning of a campaign, and then it dips down and plateaus usually. And all these little spikes you see for the Razor Crest, these were new things added to it, you know, like, oh shit, you get a Carbonite people spike, you know, oh shit, you get a Off-World Jawa with an egg spike, you know, kind of thing. Unicron, just to point out, Unicron was an 84-day one, so it's compressed down here. But yeah, so pretty normal, looks like there. Now the thing that we were talking about, or maybe I was just lurking in the Realms thread about it, was they're actually looking for more backers than any other HasLab thing has done. So I think the most any HasLab product has sold is like 15, or no, okay, so Razor Quest was 28,000. And they're looking for 14,000 with Galactus. So you can kind of see here, you can see the plateau or the spike here. So we'll see. This thing has got to keep going at the same clip as the Razor Crest and Sentinel. And I don't
but I don't think it has the
see
same
that
following as those two, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm kind
Good
of
luck
like,
trying to keep up with that trend.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he hasn't been in any new movies. He hasn't, like, I mean, he's a very old and very beloved comic character, but I mean, what was the last time anyone saw anything of him was what, the Rise of the Silver Surfer movie, which arguably didn't do great, and he was a cloud.
Yeah, exactly. He was a cloud. You didn't even see him as an actual Galactus.
All right. Something that was fucking clusterfuck and a half was these Gendy Tartakovsky action figures, both vintage collection and Black Series. So these popped up on Walmart, and I couldn't find them for anything. They slowly kind of came into stock one at a time. So I was placing orders, buying enough to get free shipping on each one. Again, this is another issue with Walmart. No limits. You could have bought 20 of these if you wanted to buy 20 of them. I did want one carded. Now, I usually don't buy vintage collection figures on card to keep on card unless they're actual vintage from the original 72 or whatever it was. And but these, well, 96 includes Power of the Force. I don't like Power of the Force. I exclude that one. But I don't know what, just the 3 movie card backs, how many you have there. I ask Rock all the time, and he tells me all the time, and then I forget all the time.
I think it's 78 or 79, because I think there's only 17 in Power of the Force.
Okay.
So it doesn't.
So that's kind of my rule. Even of some of my most beloved like media, like I love The Force Unleashed, but I didn't keep any of them on card. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it with these. And I could never get an ARC Trooper. They went in and out of stock all day long, and every time I went back for the ARC Trooper, because you can put little in stock alerts on these, never got that. And then, unfortunately, I completely forgot about the fucking Mace Windu. So I didn't look for him till the end of the day, and he's never been back in stock yet. But I was able to get the rest of them, so we'll see if anybody has an extra ARC Trooper and Mace Windu. Because with the vintage collection ones, because they all popped up at different times and came in stock at different times, I ordered 3 of each to get free shipping on them. So I've got some extras of the other ones if anybody is interested. One of the cool things that I saw about this was, if my browser will go back here. Oh, these people and their sites. Come on, optimize your sites. This was kind of a cool thing. Somebody on Jedi Temple Archives posted a mock-up. Oh, it was Blue Milk. Oh, that's interesting. I love Blue Milk stuff. He does a little animated comic online. So he took the card backs from like Ewoks and droids and mocked up what a modern version would look like with these figures in it. And I dig this more than I dig the vintage collection packaging for it, for sure.
That would be a cool deep dive. It's like, yeah, we have vintage for the new movies, but any new TV series, gets treated like our old TV series. And this is the card art for those. Like, that would be cool.
I would love it, man. I mean, the Bad Batch would look great up here. Their big old, like, stamped metal logo, and then an animated picture of them. Hell yeah.
Do you think we'll ever see vintage? And this is a little bit of an aside, but do you think we'll ever see vintage Caravan or Courage or Battle for Endor figures?
Ooh, I would love it. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, like I
think they're
so
kind
funny.
of like the holiday special. Is like they just, even though they put them on Disney Plus and all that kind of stuff, I think they're still kind of embarrassed of them, you know.
I would buy a Sindel and a mace.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, and that creature from the second one, the big, like, gremlin-looking one with all kinds of piercings and shit.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that the thing that lives with Wilford Brimley? That little fast thing?
No, not the little one. The big creature they fight in one of them. I never could keep up straight.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. I think that's the first one, because I think that's the creature who kidnapped their parents.
Oh,
keeps
is
them
it?
in the little bird cage? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool to point out. Would have been a cool way to take them, but they got to lock all those people in that are just buying every vintage collection figure ever because it has a number on it, you know. Oh, went to the wrong show notes. Good. You know what? Let me do this real quick. I'm going to take care of this problem of going to the wrong show notes once and for all. There we go. All right. New retro dropped, and that was the whole thing too. After the Star Wars day, I totally forgot there was like 3 more days of the Walmart Comic-Con thing. So these dropped the next day. So this is a Hiss 3. So am I just completely off with this? I thought the Hiss 3 was a different tank, wasn't it?
It was the Hiss 1, it was that. The Hiss 2 was the one where you had troops in the back.
Yeah.
The Hiss 3 was the one that popped up, and
that's what I thought. That's why I was like, what the fuck? This isn't...
They just fucking made it in different colored plastic.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Now they did... So this was... and these had already started showing up in stores. People around here found them. I never could find them, but this...
I've never seen retro, so...
Oh, really? Oh,
I've seen
crazy.
2 retro figures, a Duke and a Snake Eyes. That's it, the entire wave.
And I haven't seen much. I've seen the Snake Eyes... I've seen a Snake Eyes, a Storm Shadow. Well, I guess I have seen them. I guess I should say I haven't seen each figure more than once or twice.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never seen them more than once.
So this also had the Stalker. So I did do the Snake Eyes. Fucking sucked me in yet again. With it being him. And I did do the Grunt. And the Grunt I'm going to keep on card. Because I love this old Grunt artwork. Even if I'm still pissed off that the cards don't have borders on them. I think that'll be a fun one just to keep on card as artwork.
Well, is Walmart planning to get these actually in stock and on shelves?
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying is the Stalker and the Trooper, people have already found them in stores. So, and I think I saw a reporting, not in any of my local groups, but somewhere that this Hiss tank's been spotted on shelves already too. So, Hiss tank is sold out online. I was going to do it and then think about it because I still dig. Remember, this colored Hiss tank was the first one when they launched the 25th anniversary vehicles as a Target exclusive.
Yeah, it was.
Way back in the day, it was a blue Hiss tank. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that callback. But again, I'm not a big realistic guy, so Stalker doesn't have any draw for me in his realistic camo and webbing and shit.
Stalker was a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what everybody says.
Dude, he's from Vietnam, man. He's seen shit.
And then even more retro than that, we get really retro figures.
Ooh.
No, you don't like these dolls?
Fuck no. Mego fucking Snake Eyes and Starter, fuck off.
I'd like to see the package, but I doubt I'll get these. I doubt it.
I mean,
Especially, isn't it like $60?
Yeah, it's $60. So
Migos are
not...
$12.99 at my Target.
Not when they got to pay for the G.I. Joe license. Let's see if the Pulse... I assume if they had a package shot, it would have been on the news story, but maybe Pulse has a package shot.
I think I've seen the package shot in Pulse.
Come on.
It's just in a box and they're both side by side with each other. So,
Oh, right.
yeah, it's nothing too spectacular.
All right, come on. Oh, yeah, there's 29 freaking pictures. Are you kidding me? All right. Pulse, your site sucks too. Or maybe my computer sucks. I don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going. Good Lord, really?
29 pictures of him. A fucking Mego figure.
Oh, my God. All right, no packaging yet, but... Yeah, I thought that might be a home run for you, Cliff. But is it just the price? Would you do them if they were $13 on a peg at Walmart?
No, I mean I have so many Snake Eyes and Storm Shadows in the 3 3/4. I don't have a huge attachment to Mego. I like that there's some cool horror figures that are on the Mego cards, but I'm not a big Mego collector. Like I have a Superman focus, but I haven't touched any of the Mego-ish Supermans.
Really?
It's just not my thing. Like, but Rocketeer, Nosferatu, sure. But you just.
Pitchkeen said, and I totally forgot. I did order the his tank on Pulse. So now I gotta make sure I want it before it ships. So yeah, I ordered a couple on there because I think Mark Haddock from Down Under wants one. Yeah, I dig that Pulse is doing partner exclusives, that they're getting a little chunk of them and offering them there.
Did you get the pictures of the Mezco Storm Shadow?
The Mezco one? No, not yet. We have Firefly in here, but I haven't seen the Storm Shadow one.
No?
No.
Are you talking about the Threezero one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Threezero is not Mezco. Threezero is a different company. But I did see those too, and we're going to cover those here in just a second. New Red, and this was just a fucking shit show of complainers about this, let's see if these are going to load, about mainly the Optimus Primal, that he looks exactly like the new figure that just came out that transforms. So everybody's like, why the hell would I buy a figure that looks exactly like a Transformer that I have?
Isn't that the point of the Red series?
Yeah, that was the point.
Exactly, to have and see, with Transformers, it's always weird because it could be, a lot of their stuff can be as articulated as a 7-inch figure, even more so sometimes for the transformation. But I skipped him, but I definitely ordered this mofo. Reformatting Megatron. So from the scene where Unicron is turning him from Megatron to Galvatron, people bitched about this. They were complaining, oh my God, the grid lines aren't on every surface of that side and all this kind of shit. There's some guy talking about this isn't what it looks like in the movie, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, people. It's an homage. I don't think it's made to look exactly like it. I mean, Jesus. But anyways. I'm sure no interest from you guys in something so cool.
I'm out.
HasLab Rancor was leaked during a online like Q&A or something. One of the guys just accidentally let it slip, and because it's live, there's no going back. No details. No details yet. Except for, I thought this was kind of interesting. I think this was Jedi Temple Archives that put this together as well. So, if they were to do this, and they're making it in scale to Black Series, that's how big the Rancor would be.
Jesus Christ!
So,
Where do
and they're
people have the
talking
room for this shit? And that Sentinel's about the same size as Galactus?
No, the Sentinel's I think like 5 inches shorter than the Galactus. Yeah. So the Razor Crest is 3 feet exactly, right?
Yeah.
So, well, if it's 3 feet, yeah. If it's 3 feet,
the flag.
What? No, this is the katana from Return of the Jedi, Jabba's sail barge.
Yeah, sail barge. Yeah, but would that be the same size as the USS flag?
Like was it 6 feet? I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's pretty damn close. The Razor Crest is 3 feet. So, but yeah, that's how small it would be. As small as the fucking dewback, at least in height. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a lot more bulky. And I think they're talking about like $250 for it.
Huh.
So, I don't know. Let's see. Hasbro wants $300.
Huh.
Yeah. See, I would do like 150 is probably where I'd max out at that. Maybe 200 just because I fucking like the Rancor so much.
Oh my god, I love the Rancor.
But that dewback came with the figure and was only $60.
Yeah, but Hasbro, you have to understand, Jason, the Toyscape isn't like it was when that came out 8 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. It's all completely different now. Oh, so, yeah, I thought that's kind of interesting. So we'll see about that coming up. Something also...
Have they confirmed that it would be a Black Series Rancor? Because all their HasLab exclusives for Star Wars have been 3 3/4 so far.
Yeah, I think they have. I think that they said it would be Black Series in that talk. Because I think they were talking. Somebody was asking them a question about the Black Series, if there would ever be a Black Series HasLab, and somehow it got blurted out. The fuck, Jedi Temple Archives, man, Jesus Christ. Oh, let's see. Ooh, that's a good point. Joey says Rancor would need to come with his pit. So yeah, that, like, if it had a nice big backdrop with the gate, that drops down on him or lets him out, however you want to see it.
It will come with 2 walls, but you could buy multiple to build the whole pit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then you could have a 6-foot playset.
Yeah.
And then another thing, and I don't know if this was leaked the same way, like they accidentally let it slip or something, but the talk of doing a vintage collection Death Star 2 sets. Now that could just be like a set of 3 figures. It literally could be that they were referring to the Palpatine, and maybe they didn't know that had been not leaked but released already. So take that one with a grain of salt as well. All right, I'm gonna have to open Star Wars stuff in new tabs, I guess. NECA had a panel. I thought for sure you'd watch this, but like you say, you just did the Toy News Eye screenshots of the panel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to watch the whole panel. I like watching Randy and Pixel Dan because they're funny.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
You know, I don't need to see the panel.
So let's see. So talking about, let's just go look at the fucking pictures. Well, maybe let's talk about this hoverboard with display stand, flight, telescoping bat. Oh, the Griff. That's awesome. The Griff board. Maybe I should go up here. Griff Tannen. There we go. Doc Brown in jumpsuit. Defenders of the Earth. So Flash Gordon, which was on the vintage card, and Ming the Merciless on a vintage card were the exclusives. The Phantom. Didn't we already have the Phantom?
Yeah, but this one's got like the blue trunks with the black diagonal stripes, like he looks like in the comics.
Oh.
I think that the original one just was a purple jumpsuit. The original figure that NECA did.
Black Noir and A-Train for the boys. A Chucky and Tiffany 8-inch scale 2-pack. So that means clothed, right? When they say 8-inch for NECA. Clothed
That's
figures.
their Mego style.
Yeah. Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis 2-pack.
Can't wait.
So explain to me why it's called The Shape.
So in the credits to the original 2 movies, Halloween and Halloween 1, there's in the credits, it's Michael Myers as a kid, Michael Myers as an adult, which is the guy whose face you see briefly when Laurie pulls off his mask.
Okay.
He's just like a young guy. But anytime he's wearing the mask, he's referred to in the credits as The Shape, because he has no personality, he has no nothing, he's just a shape, and he's going to kill you. It's like he's like a shark. So they called him The Shape because they didn't want anyone to personify him.
I see.
With the mask on, he's just going to kill you. He's just a shape.
Just evil incarnate.
Yeah.
The Creep Ultimate figure, that's got me super excited. A new McCready. Going into the AVP arcade archives there. Not a big fan. Lost Tribe announcement. Demolition 2-pack for the Gremlins. Brain Gremlin, that one's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Demona and Talog from Gargoyles. I still haven't watched Gargoyles. I've pre-ordered both. I've pre-ordered the NECA and the fucking Super7 one, but I still haven't watched it. Those I'm doing like Brinkalizer is. I'm buying them because I know I'm gonna like the cartoon, and I don't want to pay the aftermarket. Casey Jones on Masthead, TMNT 2 Shredder, Super Shredder, classic toy inspired with Doc Diorama. Mirage Comics teaser, and then Turtles cartoons, Dirtbag and Ground Chuck, Wingnut and Screw Loose, and then the exclusive, the Channel 6 News Crew, and Toka and Razar. I didn't even realize Toka and Razar were in the cartoon. That's crazy.
Yeah, neither did I.
All right. Now that we talked about it, let's take some pictures here. Take a look at some pictures, I should say. So there's Griff with his telescoping bat. And him in the jumpsuit. There's the comics. Maybe this is what we should have done. I didn't realize it'd go so quickly. What about these movie pair, Cliff?
No, I'm good. I do love the movie, but they're not really a movie. They're figures repainted to look movie-ish.
Yeah, that's kind of my complaint about it. You know, they definitely don't look like the actors or anything.
And Boss Fight did some pretty cool movie stuff. I didn't pre-order them, but they were cool.
Yeah, I never did. boss fights. So there's Noir.
Snake Eyes.
Very Snake Eyes looking. And
I'm
then
surprised Butcher wasn't going to be in Series 2. I thought for sure they'd want to get Butcher out.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so there's the clothes. Those look really good, if that's your thing. The Halloween.
So
2.
awesome.
Oh, I like the flame accessories. That's dope.
And Loomis has interchangeable arms, so he can be wearing the trench coat or not.
Oh, really? Oh, that's dope. Yeah, that's usually the shitty thing they do is for engineering purposes, they make the coat removable, but then you're stuck with sleeved arms on figures with jackets. The Creep Show, I'm really excited. It's one of the only Mego style that I own is because I like the Creep so much. Survivor McCready. So what's making this different? The flamethrower. But
the flamethrower, he's got a gun belt. He's got the dynamite. He's got his pistol. He comes with the blood specimen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
In the little petri dish.
Yeah, the petri dish. Thank you.
Nice. Here's the comic AVP, or the video game, I should say. There's the Demolition Crew, which,
The brain,
the brain.
Oh, that's so awesome.
With soft goods. No soft goods. There, Goliath that we've already seen. What was that? And then the Demona. The demon head is dope on her. And then and then this is the other dude. Alright.
Which is just evil Goliath.
Oh, is that what it is? Spoiler.
A 30-year-old cartoon.
30-year-old cartoon.
I just said I hadn't watched it yet. Maskless Casey, what are you thinking about that? That's a new one we just saw.
Loving it.
All about the movie.
All movie stuff I'm all in on. If I can. I don't know about the 2-pack that's hitting Walmart right now. With the two Ninja Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I can find it.
Yeah, because like I was saying on the last show, that's one I actually wouldn't mind because I love that little scene. I like that they did 2 different heads. Almost every mask I've ever bought for Jason has snapped off because the figure took a header at one point. As soon as it takes a header, the mask just breaks one of the straps. So it's cool that they're giving them 2 different ones. Now, are we doing Secret of the Ooze too?
Yeah, I'll do Secret of the. I got the Super Shredder and the Toka and Razak.
Oh, that's right. So he's looking good there. The
that's awesome.
face. Oh yeah. And then this is the toy throwback, or the making them look like the toy. Oh, that's that. Whatchamacallit, the little robot thing. Yeah, these guys I do not remember whatsoever. I wonder how it's going to do taking a deep dive. I wonder if they've built up enough fan following that now people are like, I've got to have every single one of these, even though I don't remember the episode these guys were in.
They were never in episodes. Some of them were. Those were actually just figures.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that they're doing in the...
But this one, all the cat and all that stuff, that was actual cartoon show.
Yeah. And that's got to be you got to be a deep dive, dude, doing this. What was... I think this is like $200 or something, this set. I mean, it's got a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got the lights, the cat. Like, that's a great Comic-Con exclusive, though, because if you want, in one shot, you can get the news crew.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't really want them, don't get them.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
I mean,
Toka and Razor.
I don't think... Oh,
that's the tease right there.
But they were never in the
cartoon.
animated series.
Maybe they're doing toy. Who knows?
Because they were toys. I think I had the wolf. Razar?
Yeah.
I never know which one is which. I think I had the wolf.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has been getting leaked this time, and I agree, pretty disappointed from my opinion, but I think this is where you get into a weird crossroads of collecting. Like, I'm fucking glad that I'm not interested in most of this stuff, you know? Like, it feels like a little bit of a break that I don't have to go hunt most of this stuff down, you know?
Yeah, I'll pre-order the Loomis Michael Myers 2-pack and probably get 2. And then, Casey Jones. But, yeah, other than that, I'm all set. I'm not doing the Back to the Future of the Gargoyles, so...
No, well, that's good. KJ Smith in the house. What's up? Better late than never, brother. You won't get fired. You'll just get written up. Have to stay after the show.
We're not mad. We're disappointed.
So I have links if you want to see anything in more detail. I have links to the specific posts about each of those, but that was pretty much NECA. And then getting into some miscellaneous shit here, some new Mondo. This was kind of interesting, and I think they did a panel too. Is that what's taking forever to load here? A Toy Talk live stream. Let's, instead of reading shit, let's just get to the pictures. Yeah, so this thing leaked a couple days ahead of time. So this is dope. I assume, 1/6 scale. So this is a 12-inch figure, animated Wolverine. So again, going back to those people that are cartoon obsessed. I love the claws from when he would do that, the effect on them.
The packaging for this is genius. He's laying in bed looking at a picture of Gene. Like,
oh, and they didn't show the packaging. Yeah, when it first leaked, it was called Sad Logan because he's in his bed with that picture.
Or is it Happy Logan?
Oh, yeah, you never. Yeah, behind the scenes. Yeah. Once the reality cameras shut off, then he went to town on himself.
Yeah.
All right, we get a Skeletor from Revelation. So now I can see, now that I've seen the show, I can feel a little bit more of Pixel Dan's, like, that they just didn't do the face justice on the action figure. Because, it is bright yellow. You know, I thought maybe it is going to be more washed out, like bone white or something like that. But it's definitely yellow, and Mondo hits it on the head here. It looks amazing. You get the cell shading on him and everything. Tease She-Ra from Princess Power along with Cowl.
That's pretty cool.
I like the cowl. That's dope. And I like that you're getting some of the toy stuff, too. You're getting the, I forget what it's called, like Bubble Burst She-Ra or something.
Yeah, that weird headpiece.
Yeah. And this one says, available for PowerCon. This might be my first Mondo figure, because I really dug the Hordak. And now we're getting a Filmation Hordak. And I really like it. And good old Scareglow. This is bound to sell out in seconds. This is kind of dope. A Snake Man-at-Arms.
He looks like almost pearlescent.
He is. That's why I was like, why are they calling him Motubi? So Sofubi is soft vinyl, and they always do this. Not always, but it's a common thing for them to do a pearlescent, like, coloring on them. They color the vinyl and then cast it that way. So that's a crazy one. Animated series Batman. Or Joker, I should say. And then the Thing. Is this going to be your first 12-inch figure?
Nah.
Or not your first, but your first Mondo figure?
Nah, I'm good. I got the NECA ones. Like, if there was no other McCready anything ever, Maybe.
Okay. So it's not that you're just buying anything, the thing, or anything they live. You're buying good representations of them.
Yeah.
So again, these are the soft vinyl. So these are Sofubi. And they're always these ridiculously low runs as well. So the Smog Monster, this I really like. So these are, now again, not enough to get them because I don't collect statues. But so they're doing a small statue. So these are 7.5 inches without their base. So you get the cartoon Godzilla, then you get the 54 Gojira, and then I don't even know what the hell this is from. Godzilla Museum. So this must have been like a piece of artwork or something that a famous artist did originally. That's why it's called Attack Peter Godzilla. But it looks dope. Cool. Tokyo SOS. The little fucking Ghidorah dudes. So yeah, good stuff by Mondo. Again, not stuff I'll be collecting, but either that Hordak or that Scareglow. One of those.
Now, I think if I didn't get Faker, I'm probably not picking up any Mondo and Moto. Yeah. New reaction. Super7 just revealed. Okay, I'm starting to think this is my browser. All right, Cliff. You're just going to get picked on anytime it's horror. Are we getting I wouldn't call it picked on. I don't know. I'd like to see it. I'm not loving the package. I don't know why they have to put Pazuzu there.
Yeah.
Like, if it was just the famous poster.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the Pazuzu profile. What do you call it? Outline profile.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. I mean, we'll see. These are $18, man. Like,
I know.
Like, I gotta love it.
And that's my thing too, is because I get from DCBS, they're only $14.50 for me, but still, that's fucking a ridiculous chunk. I like that it looks like she's going to be packaged with her head backwards.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know. And then, of course, the crucifix. This is a maybe for me. I love that he has his little hair on his chest.
It'd have to come with a kit for me to be in.
Yeah. If they did a 2-pack, I'd be in.
Mondo Gecko. Mutagen Man might be kind of cool as a reaction.
Oh, that's a focus, right?
Yeah, it's a focus. So yeah, that one will probably be there. But that
card art's cool too.
Yeah, no, and I do like the card art. So that one's all Oh, they are all sketched. I like that. You get kind of the cheesy, cartoony background, but then like an actual like well done artwork on it. And then Godzilla. I was reading Peachy Keen's thing. Voltron and metallic paint. So I've already got this on I've got the original one on pre-order. I'm not one for metallic paint, so that's an easy skip. Let's see, Mr. Peter Godzilla. Peachy Keen says Paul Schreiber's in the house, but he's going to go back and watch it from the beginning. That's good. You never know when we're going to have inside jokes that carry through the episode. Yeah, KJ Smith. I think a lot of people feel this way. I think they're doing a great thing with the reaction line, at least most of it. But yeah, especially when you tack on tax, $20 is just ridiculous. And you know they're making a killing on this. You know, at the beginning it was like, oh, the licenses cost that much. Do you think they're not making a killing, Cliff?
Dude, I don't know if you've watched Pixel Dan's interview with Flynn about the Super 7 G.I. Joes. but he paints an obscenely bleak picture of toy manufacturing in 2021.
Oh, really? Just
dude. They talk about it's like an hour and a half interview, and 45 minutes, he just talks about the economics and the reality of what it's like to try to get figures produced, and it's sad.
If you're not producing 500,000, like
exactly,
Hasbro
yes,
does. I could see that. I could see that. Oh, god damn it. So it made it to where I didn't go to the old show notes.
You just go back to an open tab.
Yeah. And then I have to fucking find where I am again. Okay, yeah, this is definitely my browser. Okay, and then as Badass spoiled for us, we get some Threezero. Well, and this one isn't even the Storm Shadow. These are the the convention exclusives. So we get a Snake Eyes. This is, I guess, him from... I'm not watching it, so they say it's him from Dead Game, which is the new comic series out for him. I like it just because it's like a crimson Snake Eyes is how I look at it.
I just look at it, I see Deadpool. That's all I see.
I guess that's true.
I just see a horrible movie.
Now this is something that I've been wanting to try these deluxes, these $200 just figures.
That's Bumblebee?
No, that's a Shattered Glass Soundwave.
Oh.
So this is if Soundwave was an Autobot in the Shattered Glass timeline. So, but I think there's a third-party company that makes a Bumblebee movie Soundwave that looks just as good. Now, again, it's not going to be 12 inches like this one is. It's a masterpiece size figure, but looks just as good for less money. And I guarantee you that they'll be putting out a Shattered Glass version of it. So I might just wait for that. Come on. All right. Okay, so that was Comic-Con. For the most part, still there's a lot of news here to still talk about. This stuff came out in the last couple of weeks too, but just didn't really fit into the Comic-Con thing in my opinion, or they just came out so far ahead of Comic-Con. Let's see. So first up, Shattered Glass Jetfire. So again, this is interesting. This is one of the first ones they did that wasn't just biting off of what the club did. I love me some Jetfire and I love me some Shattered Glass. So I think I have this on pre-order already. But $92, that's a rough one. Considering I got my mass release Jetfire for like $52 or something like that on sale. $92 is a tough pill to swallow. And then this one. Oh yeah. This started a big a controversy as our group ever sees. Someone in our group saying, "Okay, Jason, I don't get what the hell you don't want to have realistic now I can't even remember his argument." But anyways, Super7 announces G.I. Joe Ultimates, and I freaking love these things. How about you guys?
I have the bats on pre-order, so
nice.
I have them on pre-order as well. If you're Big Bad,
just bats or the whole shadoody?
Set of 4 and an extra bat.
Ooh, smart idea. I might have to do that extra bat idea. So you could have one battle damaged and one regular.
Yeah, and plus if it's a troop builder, I have to have one on each side of Cobra Commander in the display.
Oh, I forget about that. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get sucked into is having to flank my commanders with troops. So obviously animation style here, and I love it, man. I mean, 3 different guns here. You get the Cobra caressing the world globe in its coils. This one, normally I'd skip Duke on anything, and not this one, man. I love that Duke.
Dude, he's got the vintage rifle, he's got the laser rifle, like, oh.
Yeah. And then this, oh my god. I've got the closest they ever did.
What was it, the Mass Device?
No, this
pack?
was a Toy Fair 2-pack with I think it was, oh no, this was like a DVD, not the Mass Device, because this one's still O-ring.
Oh, okay.
But it's got the blue, it's the original mold, but with the blue paint from the TV show.
But that doesn't look like the Snake Eyes from the movie. Like,
Is that what you wanted?
Story, he clearly already had the visor, and he didn't have a wolf with him, and he sure as shit didn't have a backpack, the jetpack. So this isn't very accurate as a first.
Badass is very disgruntled about the Snake Eyes movie, if you can't tell yet.
I almost wish I saw it just so I could, argue with him.
Yeah, well, or maybe side with them. Like I say, so spoiler, we were not going to talk about anything that happened on there, but so Badass hates it. I thought it was pretty good. I went in with low expectations. I was also on
origin story there.
I was also on an edible, so that might have helped my opinion.
Yeah, anything was good at that point.
So, but yeah, I'm all in on these bitches, dude. I love them.
With Cobra Commander, I really wish for the alternate heads and stuff, they would have done the one from the movie when he's like, I was once a man, like he had the head and stuff. That would have been sick.
I agree. And maybe what they'll do is they'll do the snake body and everything. Do another version where he has a snake bottom or something. But
I know people are getting kind of bent out of shape that he doesn't come with a hood. Did he ever have the hood in the animated series? I only remember the chrome mask.
He had the hood. There was even a scene where he like takes off the helmet and grabs the hood off like a tray, like someone brings it to him on a tray.
Oh,
and he slips it on.
So, well, I will be seeing a hooded one separately.
I'm sure that's like a Comic-Con add-on or something like that.
So, KJ saying
Snake.
Old
please.
Snake, that would have been sick too, yeah.
Yeah, I sold an old Snake for like $40 from that 2-pack because I just wanted one of the Bat Snake Eyes guys.
Yeah.
And now that old Snake goes for like $200 or something. It's fucking ridiculous. All right. So not only do we get Ultimates, we get reaction. So only thing I got here was the Snake Eyes. Oh, and the Destro, because he's a focus. And I shouldn't even say I have them yet. I'll pre-order them when they get to DCBS, because then they'll be a little cheaper. But so now this is an animation, right? This is comic. If the Baroness looks like that, right, with the green.
No, that's animation.
Is that animation?
Yeah, one of the first episodes.
Interesting. I really like that they did this, that they did different skin tones. So I don't know if that's to get the completist collectors. Like, oh, you could go completist, huh? You got to buy 8 different troopers and get all the different skin tones. We get the Grunt. And then we get my boy Snake Eyes, like you say, with the old school laser rifle. Quinn, which is a deep dive. Now, Quinn isn't animation, right?
No, he was comic book.
Yeah,
he was only comic book, right?
Yeah.
And then a Scarlet. So.
Look, Jason, they put a border on the package.
I know, because they're smart. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah.
Do we know if they get file cards?
Does he show a back? No, he doesn't show. These are probably only mocked up in the front. That's why. Let's see. We can try Super7, G.I. Joe reaction. Let's see. I think they're for pre-order on their site already, so maybe they're
pre-order everywhere.
Are they?
On Pulse, BBTS, everywhere.
Oh my God! It is so hot in my office. Am I glistening? I need some makeup here, some foundation to keep me from shining.
It's interesting navigating their website because you type in the name of something and you get everything but what you're looking for.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
It's weird. You put in G.I. Joe and you get all that, but you will never see the figures.
So how do we get to the figures then? Or maybe they're not for pre-order on Super 7, are they? Let's see. Big Bad would just steal the...
Yeah, Big Bad would have it right there.
They got an exclusive case.
Who does?
Big Bad.
An exclusive case of G.I. Joe Reaction?
Yeah, it was like a BBTS exclusive case of 15. I think you get one of everyone.
Ah. Oh, this was something that we wanted to talk about. Okay, but it's not right up here up front. Is that the Ultimates? No, that's the cloth one. Good Lord. Is it really this fucking hard to find something that just came out? Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Doot. BBTS. Oh, crazy. All right, we're looking for card bags.
I don't think they're going to see them. I think they're all just the figure photos.
Just that they took while he was filming that video.
Yeah, probably.
Put it in a light box or anything. So what does calculator? So there's 15. 265 divided by 15. You literally saved 33 cents. That's hilarious. Jesus Christ. All right. So any takers on that? I assume both you guys are passing on those.
Yeah, I don't need any of the reaction.
You too, badass. Why buy vintage style 3 3/4 figures when they were vintage 3 3/4?
And they had more
and
5 points.
Better.
Yeah, they had way better.
So this is an interesting one. It's just teased, talking about HasLab projects, that the next Transformers HasLab project might be a Star Saber figure. So from the Victory series. That'll be an easy pass for me. No attachment there. Star Wars Q&A. And I didn't do my job here. I didn't read these ahead of time. Let's see. Extra heads are rare. Is this policy change? So they're talking about normally they make removable helmets, but the Bo-Katan has a second head, so the helmet doesn't look so weird. They're just saying it's case-by-case basis that they make that decision. Black Series, including the Target exclusive Clone Wars assortment, reappear in the main line. At the minute, they're exclusive. You will see those in the main line. Fuck. They did molds. You'll see them. It was recently announced there'd be an additional quantities of the Vintage Collection Bad Batch 4-pack. We've talked about it a couple times. Is this a special circumstance, or can we hope for popular exclusives to get a second run? No, absolutely. I think we're seeing more and more of this. I know that our fan channel does a lot of reruns, and I think other retailers with recent announcements are doing this as well. We've said this in other interviews. Basically, we're all on the same page here. Fans, retailers, and Hasbro. If we want to buy figures, there's no rational reason why anyone would not want that to happen, and if there's a demand out there. That Amazon set did really well. I think it was the #1 item on Amazon for the day. We put out normal quantities. There's just a lot of demand for it. Are PulseCon items likely to be like Trapper Wolf and individual Cantina Bar sections likely ever to see a wider release? It's not something we rule out, but we would like to have some level of exclusivity to those offerings, and sometimes that makes like a different set of hands. Sometimes that's physical bar pieces, but there's always a way to deal with that in different scenarios. But those two you specifically mentioned, yeah, is there a reason why the Black Series Tech figure is missing his trademark goggles? I'd say he's not missing them. They're just included as part of his helmet, and I think it's another one of those things like Hauser, like the Hauser name, where because we're working with Lucasfilm so early on these things, their early animation assets are showing the figure, but they are there without those goggles on as a separate piece. So that's how we developed it. All right, interesting. Do you have these ones, Cliff?
No.
The Submit and Obey?
No, I didn't get them.
Those look interesting. I like them just like as an art piece, maybe, because they're all black and white, you know. So more premium finish that I don't think fucking anybody gives a shit about. Especially, I don't think these show a premium finish, do they? Yeah, I don't see a premium finish, but whatever. This is interesting. This KJS son, Kelvin, and he wants to collect those G.I. Joe guys. So there you go. Somebody wants to. Peachy Keen, he's not a reaction guy, but he's tempted to get the reaction ones too. Yeah. Revelation Wave 2 package pics. So this is kind of cool. I'm very excited about the Spike Core. He was one of the only Motu guys, not only, but one of my favorite Motu guys from back in the day. The Beastman looks sick, all shirtless and scarred it. And I actually like I'm not usually a big Man-at-Arms fan, but I like him. Oh, there's better look at the Beastman. Looking very beastly. And then that Spike Gore, yeah. The fucking swappable trident, like little stabby hand.
And the bitch.
And then meant in a loving way.
Yeah.
Not degrading women.
That's why I called her an asshole.
You're a total asshole on the show.
Let's go back to this real quick. So here was the Threezero one you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
The exclusive one.
My favorite version of Storm Shadow.
Dude,
the camo?
Yeah, the
version
camo.
2?
The camo version, yeah. Yeah, just looking dope. Again, just not $190 dope.
No. I'll go to Wish for that.
All right. Lego Star Wars. Shit, I've probably been talking low with myself leaning all back. So I don't even want to look at this. I'll try to scroll and people can look if they want to. I don't like to look at the packaging because it always...
Is that the Advent calendar?
Yeah, so I don't like to get spoilers. This is something my family does every day during the holidays. And I don't like to see what's in it. But for people that do, hey, there's this year's Advent calendar. By the headline, it seems like it's going to be pretty Mandalorian heavy. But...
You can click off of it, Jason, if you don't want to see it. Like, we can just talk about it. Like,
oh, it's fine. It's no big deal. I want people watching. I want them to be able to see. Kelvin thinks he's a celebrity now. He is. He's internet famous, man.
he's been on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be on YouTube.
My daughter never gives me credit for being on YouTube. She's like, I want to be a YouTuber. I'm like, I can show you how I'm on YouTube. She's like, that doesn't count. I'm like, the hell it doesn't. I may not be YouTube famous, but I'm a YouTuber. Shit. What was he gonna do here? He bought the Threezero regular Snake Eyes, and it's okay. So,
Yeah. Shocking.
not a ringing endorsement for a $200
Yeah.
figure. New MPs got announced over the last couple weeks. First up, the inevitable Crosscut. So this is the repaint of Skids, and that's all we get. And it's just that little tiny picture there. But something that's got me excited, because she's a Focus. I need to take a shot every time I say Focus. That would be a
Dude,
fun
you'd be
game.
wasted like 10 minutes in.
And I wouldn't have said this was inevitable, but it makes a whole fucking shit ton of sense. They're going to repaint the RC as they have done with almost every RC before. Repaint the RC as a Nightbird masterpiece. So I'm excited for that. I'll be picking that up for show. I got my little Nightbird shelf that has 4 little Nightbirds on it. If anybody has the DX9 or anyone ever sees somebody selling the DX9 Nightbird, please let me know. The cheapest I can find it is for like $100, and not buying a fucking 3-inch figure for $100. And then another big announcement for Mezco and their 1/12 collective line. Oh, I guess it's just a teaser.
Yeah, that's all they show was just the face.
Just this face. So getting the boy Firefly. Camo looks a little dark for me, but they've gone a little dark on almost everything.
Well, that Storm Shadow dark camo on them.
Yeah, exactly. But different company. But yes.
So what is it now? It's Firefly, it's Roadblock, and who was the first one?
Destro.
Destro. Such a strange. I guess it's
the Roadblock is strange. Like I could see Destro and Firefly. You just
The
talk
Roadblock,
about
Commander,
that's what I was saying last show. Is like, that's a weird character to pick from G.I. Joe. The roster right off the bat is a Roadblock.
Yeah.
Like, you figure Duke or Snake Eyes or
General
Scarlet or Hawk, but Roadblock?
Yeah, it's weird because it's like Roadblock's already got 3 figures in classified.
Yeah, like he's already got 3 reissues on
So
him. Yeah.
that must be Hasbro being like, you could do Roadblock. We've already made 3 of them. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's a good point, because they've made Destro and they've made Firefly too.
And they made 2 Destros. Yeah,
they made 2 Destros.
So good times. Buzzworthy 2-packs, multiples of them. So I don't know. I'm like, I think if you have these toys already. Oh, was that it? Oh no, here comes pictures loading. There we go.
And what's Buzzworthy?
It was like Target's like little like subline, where there were lots of different. There were like Chug figures in it, and movie figures in it, and little kid figures in it. And they just called everything Buzzworthy as like a subline. So let's see, High Octane, Age of Instinct, and maybe some of these haven't been released. See, this one looks like the little kid one. That one, this one looks like Studio Series. Well, this one's saying it's Studio Series too. I just think these are. Yeah, there's another one as the black Camaro. Easy pass. Easy pass. Something that is not an easy pass. I will be buying this. I assume this will probably... well, maybe I should have read the article. Is this already available? If it's not already available, I assume it's going to launch on May the 5th, like they usually do with these big-ass sets. Jesus Christ. 29 inches wide, 27 inches long. Over 3,000 pieces. This is the Ultimate Collector Series Republic gunship. This is one of my favorite ships from Star Wars lore, because I'm not really a spaceship guy, but for the most part, this is kind of like a low Earth kind of ship. So,
Does the gun doors close?
I would assume it would have to.
Yeah, those UCSs are
ultimate.
pretty.
Yeah, pretty robust. Yeah, it looks like they're on sliders up here. But yeah, that thing is a beast.
But that is a spaceship, just so you're aware, and it can go into space.
I know, I've seen them in space, but they just go from space to swooping down onto the ground and drop. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite Lego sets that I never fucking bought. Was they made a gunship that was actually like a Republic drop ship, and so the set was an ATTE and the drop ship, which was one of these gunships with the middle cut out of it. I loved that, and I never bought it. At the time, it was one of the most expensive Lego sets they had ever made, and I slept on it, and I'm sure it's $1,000 now. And then fucking Lotus isn't here for his triumphant... Well, I guess we had the Just I Toys Willie's Jeep that he was going to have to buy, because that's his world's smallest. This is the other thing that I'm pretty sure he never sold, was his Ultimetal collection, which is just Prime, Ultra Magnus, and Megatron so far. But they announced and showed off Galvatron and Rodimus as well coming to the line. So these, you want to talk about expensive figures, these are like anywhere from $800 to, I think the Ultra Magnus was $1,600.
I can buy a 12-inch fucking Batmobile for cheaper than that.
Let's see. Peach King.
Oh, so I can tell him why. It's because he talked in rhyme on the cartoon.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, see, I do dig that. And then this was in regard to something to do with the license with the 1/12, how we were talking about what figures they can do. So, but yeah, I'd be curious to see if Lotus is going to collect those two to keep the few complete collections he has 100% complete. Third party, 4-H. So the Four Horsemen, which represent AO. They did we talked about it, they did an independent Kickstarter earlier this year for their video game. And they sold figures along with it, but then there was lots of game incentives and stuff like that. So now what they've done is they've taken that money, they've started development of the game, and now they're going to do an official Kickstarter for it, for the game, to make the game that much more amazing. So this thing is going to be starting soon, July 29th. You get a game render of one of my favorite characters from the Mythic Legions line. But yeah, should be very cool. I think it's a turn-based, like an RPG game, but I can't remember now. I just know I wasn't that interested in the game. Basically, if it wasn't like God of War, I wasn't going to be interested in it. So, but if you're a Mythic Legions guy, keep an eye out for that. New third-party company Dreamstar showed off their first aerial bot, Slingshot, and this thing looks crazy dope. So definitely going with their own flavor. This really reminds me of MMC, or not MMC, Make Toys, kind of their aesthetic. So I'm wondering if maybe we're getting some designers from that old company teaming up on this. But this thing looks dope. Lots of panel lines, so kind of that complete different aesthetic that all the other MP people are going after, with the very smooth, flat animation look. 'Cause yeah, 22 centimeters. I think that's about 9 inches, isn't it?
I can tell you.
Come on, Roger. You're the metric system up there. 8.6 inches. So definitely masterpiece scale.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. I have a ruler with inches and centimeters.
All right. This one's in here for Cliff.
Oh my god, I love them. They're beautiful.
Although I will buy a Boo Berry. I don't think I'll get all of them, but I'll get a Boo Berry if they ever do it. Except for
there
Boo
could
Berry
only be
was
5.
A ghost. Yeah, I was gonna say. So we get Count Chocula. I love his big eyes here, his big face. Let's take a look. The packaging is very dope. If it'll work, come on. There we go. So just like the chocolate box or the cereal box. Oh, I like and he even comes with a cereal box. Okay, that's a cool exclusive.
Click on. You can't see. Click on that one. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. That's awesome. I love
and
it.
then the only other one they showed right now is a Frankenberry, which I love Frankenberry. I like his design and his and the cereal. All right, come on. Oh yeah, that big old goofy look.
Yeah, I bet they're still figuring out how to do Blueberry. It didn't even dawn on me. He's a ghost. Like he's
exactly. He'll have to have a stand and all that kind of shit. All right, yeah, that's the one I buy. I buy every year, and then we talked about it on a previous show, and you reminded me it was called Fruit Brute, right?
Fruit Brute is the cherry cereal with the werewolf, and then Yummy Mummy is the orange cereal with the mummy. Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was.
I've never had Fruit Brute. Target put it out about 6-7 years ago, and when I saw it was cherry flavored, I got scared immediately. Because
oh my god! See, I think I remember seeing it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna get my Boo Berry like I always do." If I would have known it was cherry, I didn't even realize that.
Because everything cherry flavored tastes like cough medicine to me. Everything.
And then Magic Square showed some gray prototypes of their new Jazz figure, which Magic Square is just killing it, man. I love their stuff, especially compared to DX9. I feel bad if somebody would, and maybe people like DS9's aesthetic a little bit better, the little bit more chuggy aesthetic to it, but I don't even know how to pronounce that. Whoa. All right. Let's get on with this. Come on, where's my cursor?
Fruit Brute is also the cereal Eric Stoltz is eating when John Travolta brings the overdosing Mia to his house in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a deep dive on fucking Tarantino's part. That's crazy. All right, where were we? Nothing in store report. Online, again, these probably could have been shoved under Comic-Con stuff too, but first up, more carbonized figures. And God, these are just dumbass choices. Like Stormtrooper Darth Vader, great, they're iconic, you know. But so the Mando and the Scout Trooper are both from Mandalorian. They're supposed to be like dirty in this off-world, like why would you have them be metallic shiny?
Well, they did Boba Fett and they did Mando, so like it makes sense at least for the heavy gunner. Yeah, but I agree with you on the Biker Scout.
True. Oh, I see what you're saying, because he's got an armor. He's got the Mando armor. Yeah, I could see that. And then this, the Shore Trooper? I mean, he just looks gold, because he went from the tan. When you metallize tan, it just looks like gold, so. Yeah, easy passes there. No,
really? A Scout Trooper? You're going to pass on a Scout Trooper?
Yeah, I have the... He is a focus, but not that goofiness.
No, actually, I agree with you. I think one of the greatest things about the Scout Troopers is how fucking dirty they are. I love it. That, you've seen clean Stormtroopers. I ain't never seen a clean Scout.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And then more RoboSyn orders. So if people don't remember, this was the crazy transforming app-controlled $700 Optimus Prime. So if you don't remember, these sold out extremely fast. Well, maybe not extremely fast. I think it took like 2 or 3 days, but they did sell out. And they'll be putting them up if they're not already up. Oh yeah, they're already back up. Oh, let's see. Let's see if it's sold out now or not.
Is there some kind of weird thing where like they can't call him transforming? Like they have to say converting?
He's auto-converting, yeah. Email if available. So it looks like even though they put more up, maybe they sold out, but maybe they're expecting a lot of people to pull out right before it ships or something, or maybe a lot of people's credit cards to get declined for a $700 purchase. So I've got one on pre-order. I was
just going to say, who would fucking order that? And then
it's part curiosity and part speculation.
For $700 curiosity?
Yeah. Open it up and worst case sell them for $650 or something. Who knows? Plus, it's a pre-order, right? It doesn't count until it actually ships.
Right.
You haven't spent the money till it actually ships. All right, new Motu stuff. So originally this was going to be some Revelation stuff that there's no pictures for yet, but there's some Origin shit in here too when I was going through this.
Well, they got Evelyn up now.
Yeah, you can pre-order. You can now pre-order everything that was out. I think it was only exclusive to Walmart for like a month.
Right.
Something.
So there's the Beastman and Man at Arms that we've seen the pictures of, and Spikor. Where the fuck was the other ones? Oh, maybe not. Oh, so here's some Origins that we haven't seen yet. Origin Stinkor. Wait, no, we have seen Stinkor, right?
I got Stinkor in Web Store pre-ordered on Big Bad right now.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe these aren't newer ones like I thought. Oh, there's picture. I don't think I've seen pictures of the Wind Raider yet.
That just came up in the last 2 weeks.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah.
I never really liked the Wind Raider. Although I bought a $17.50 Hot Wheel of it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. You like it.
I gotta be honest, I wasn't a huge Wind Raider guy either until I got the Classics Wind Raider, and now I kind of love it.
That was my first toy as a kid, was that Wind Raider.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I just never. I don't know if I just never had it. My favorite vehicle as a kid was the Bashosaurus Rex.
Oh, so you must have been happy about Revelation when you saw that.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Why aren't they showing the battle rams? I don't understand that.
Who knows? No spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, we can't.
That's kind of a spoiler. The new vehicles, those new mini vehicles. That's dope. I like Stridor and Fistor. Oh, and that's crazy. We've never seen that, like a an evil battle ram, or what they're calling a war sled.
Oh, that's cool.
It's nuts.
I want a purple fucking battle ram.
Let's see what the package looks like. Yeah, Revelation.
Oh, it's Revelations.
Good old shirtless or armorless Beastman. All right. So maybe that was... I could have swore there's more Revelations, but anyways, I'm not going to just sit here and scroll all day. So, got to see a couple new things. All right. What we got? Badass, are you ready? Did you get some stuff? You ready to throw you on the hot seat here?
Yeah.
Solo layout.
All right, so finally my Scare Glow came.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So now, is this the opaque one or the translucent one?
I think he's opaque.
No, he looks translucent from our...
I can't see through him.
Well, it's not like see-through, like clear, but the plastic is like kind of like a clear plastic. Cliff, do you know what I'm talking about? The two different ones?
I didn't know there were two different Scare Glows.
As far as I've seen in product shots, the new Scare Glow is like opaque. He's like a solid yellowish white, not like the old... Yeah, that one's translucent. It's kind of like a little bit clear.
Yeah, that one's translucent.
Yeah, nice. That's awesome.
Funko Pop Storm Shadow.
Almost bought it. That close, but I was like, oh god.
Funko Pop Scarlet.
No. You going completist or what?
I can't because there's a Snake Eyes on there.
Because you'll never find them, or because you'll never want to buy them?
Because it'll burn my skull to buy it.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. I got that bad boy.
And then Batman with a Joker head in a bucket.
I like that. I like the fucking Joker head.
So, yeah, that's what I got.
Hell yeah. Looking good, looking good. All right, Clifster, you ready?
I have one thing because I'm saving for tattoos.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But I just got a box from Walmart before we started, and it's a trashed stalker.
Oh, great. All smashed. Even though he fit in the box well, he was still all bent up?
That's fine, though, because I collect loose 4-inch, so I don't care.
Okay.
So, yeah. I bought Stalker because I ordered the His Tank 2, or whatever they're calling it, and I needed to put somebody in my cart to make the free shipping.
That's the way to do it, bro.
Yeah, I learned it from you, Slick. I learned it from watching you. So I got my Superman tattoo recolored. So I still have 3 appointments coming up before the end of the year.
Wow. Peachy Keen says the Joker head is removable from that.
Really?
From that bucket too.
Sweet.
And KJ is saying he's a werewolf. Is that Fruit Boot that he was? Okay, that's
Fruit Boot's a werewolf. Yeah.
Oh, his this thing was him howling.
Oh,
I get it. Okay, that's when I was like, what the hell is that? Oh yeah, so KJ's bringing up something. Let me that I am actually going to talk about right now. Let me put myself on the hot seat. Okay. So KJ Smith was saying, what about those tiny TVs on Walmart? Bling. And I haven't taken the sticker off yet. That's what this is. But so these are crazy. They come in 3 different decades. Let's see. So it's a little tiny TV.
Was it preloaded? Was it a cartoon?
Not a cartoon. Clips. So this is the South Park one, and it's got the intro to the cartoon.
Yeah.
And then 10 different clips. Oh, and it even does. Oh, God. So here, let me turn it off and on real quick. So it does that, the end of our broadcast, and then goes to snow and turns off. They even come with a little working remote that you can do.
Holy shit.
So it's really cool. They're doing them from 4 different decades. So they're doing Batman 66 from 50s to 60s. 70 to 80, they're doing Back to the Future. And then 90s was South Park. Or I don't know. 90s is South Park. Because the TVs are also different too. So, this looks kind of like a modern, modern tube TV. The 50s looks like a 50s TV, and the 80s looks like an 80s TV. And then they have a flat screen, which is Friends, which they're saying is 2000 since it went to 2004 or whatever. And I wish I would have gotten that one because I didn't even think about it. It's Miss McFavorite's birthday here in 2 weeks, so I want to try to hunt that one down for her. But I got it on a lark. I just wanted to check it out. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. They're all sold out now, so unfortunately you can't get them, but they should be showing up in stores. They're made by the same people that make the little mini Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game and Pac-Man and all those different little video arcade games. They're made by the same people. $25.
That's not too bad for a working TV.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's got volume. I don't know what HI means, but volume, channel changes the clips and shit like that. That was the one thing, KJ, that I was curious about. So here's a Cody next to it. I don't know how to best display it. So it looks about right. Like I would say, let's see, this is going from his head to his mid chest. Yeah, I've got a I think this is a 21-inch TV behind me. You can see it, like this TV looks almost exactly like my TV back here. And yeah, I think it scales well if it's just like a 21. If you're wanting it to be like a 21 or a 21 or a 32 inch. No, that's definitely not 32 inches, but. All right. What else? So that was the TV. We had a new Walmart open up, or not a new Walmart, a new Target open up. And it's weird. I don't know if any of you guys have these. We have a Target that's in our downtown, and it's this little tiny thing. Like, there is like a half an aisle worth of toys, and that's it. And so everything is pared down. Well, they opened a Target close to us that's the same way. It's way pared down. The toy aisle was maybe like 2 regular aisles. That's all they had. And so I was like, oh, maybe I'll find some crazy treasures, because we went there the day after it opened up. Nothing like hard to find, but they did have this.
Oh, badass.
Nice.
Which isn't even out yet. It doesn't hit stores until August 1st. So I don't know if they just didn't have any other toys to put out, because the aisles were pretty bare. But yeah, it's dope. I love it. I'm waiting until like I want to watch Jurassic Park, and then like a little kid open this set and the Nedry set, and play with them on my coffee table like I would have done as a kid. But yeah, it's dope. I love it.
Cool. Yeah, I got mine on pre-order from the website.
Yeah, and I missed the pre-orders, so I literally had a reminder like, oh, go hit Targets on August 1st. And now I don't have to. Hobby Lobby did a 40% off of model kits. So I went and got this bad boy. Just the what are these Bandai snap kits. So, but this will be a good 2-3 hours worth of fun for me building this bad boy. And then lastly, I went to a comic shop that I thought I had been in, like a collector shop, I should say. One that everybody always says is one of the best in town. And I'm like, I've been there. It's not that great. Turns out I've never been there. And it was actually pretty amazing. Like, they had more vintage toys than any other toy shop in our Denver area. And things were, they weren't crazy priced, but they were priced like a toy store, like you would like a comic shop. But the one thing that was a great deal and I thought was perfect for right now is this bad boy. Oh. Yeah. The Cantina Showdown for $10. So they hadn't caught on that, or they hadn't repriced it yet with the new one coming out. So, and I'm pretty sure I have this in totes somewhere, but now I'm ready for the PulseCon one to go right next to it. A couple more things here. I think this is my first Haya alien. It's a little 3 3/4 alien dude. This is one of the warrior aliens from 3. Mouth opens, the little mouth comes out of it and everything. Really difficult to pose. Luckily the tail, or not pose, but get to stand because it's so fragile. But the tail is bendy on him, so that helps a lot. And then one more Dinobot down to get my Mech Fans Toys set of chromed Legends Dinobots. So, love these guys. These are some of my favorite Transformers of all time. The designs are just amazing. They're basically masterpiece designs in these little Legend scale. And when I say Legends, like the Dinobots are definitely bigger, so they're Legends, but they're almost 6 inches tall. So, and that's it. That's not it, but that's all I can remember at least. So, all right. The Haya figures, they're great. They're very fragile. Very fragile. Like, you look at them wrong and things fall off of them and stuff.
I think the only Haya toy I have is the RoboCop 2 graffitied RoboCop, which I'm never opening. So
yeah,
he's backwards.
Me neither. Yeah, I've got him and the glow in dark one.
Oh, nice.
The homage to the glow in the dark one up there on display with my reaction Ed 209 with the dude with the hole blown in his chest.
Nice.
But yeah, for the new slag. Oh yeah. I've been hunting up and down, left and right, and Galvatron, the new slag, and that Soundwave. I can't find them anywhere. So that's CX. All right. Listener feedback and questions. We don't really have that, but we're doing relatively good on time. Let's revisit Jay Sasson's suggestion. Anything making you, and we can't call it nerd rage because that's the name of a podcast, but how about we call it toy rage? Anything got you raging badass? I guess you could talk about the Snake Eyes. Don't talk about it, but you could talk about how the Snake Eyes movies got you raging.
It's just a bad movie. I don't even know where to begin and where to end with that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like
they
I
went
say,
so far off the rails on that. Like, you think our show goes off the rails? That movie goes off the rails.
I mean, without getting into too much detail, yes, they did not stick to an existing storyline, and there's been multiples for Snake Eyes, but yeah, so that can be a little bit of a downer. I went into it as a, and he's talking about it is rebooting the G.I. Joe and all that. I just went into it as a one-off movie that, is this going to be, see, and I think this is where we differ, is you're not even saying, oh, because it didn't stick to the storyline, to the traditional Snake Eyes storyline. You just think it was a bad movie in general, right? Like,
yes and no. Like, again, I read the comic books. I was there when they were coming out. I was reading them. And then to go and so go left field on that.
Mm-hmm. Cliff, what about you? You got any toy rage?
No, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've been kind of pulled out of it this past week because I'm saving for tattoos. But I mean, no, like I was bummed out I didn't get the Sergeant Slaughter because I was on the way to the dentist when it went on sale. But again, I have that old Sergeant Slaughter 6-inch figure, so I got enough. I have one Slaughter. I don't need another. But
yeah, and I'm curious how much better, different. So that's the one you have, right?
That's the exact one, yeah.
This bad boy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get that one just so I can have it.
He's got one of the guns from one of the Suicide Squad Rick Flag figure from Mattel. I gave him kind of like a grenade launcher.
Oh, that's a good choice. Yeah, I think now, maybe I'll give him, oh yeah, that would be good. The Firefly gun. The Fortnite Firefly gun would go, now that I have a regular Firefly, that would be a good gun for him. Yeah, maybe the green's a little...
Just pose him next to Beachhead with all of Beachhead's green weapons.
Beachhead's got a shit ton of weapons.
I ain't got no fucking Beachhead.
You don't got Beachhead?
No, I don't like Beachhead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weird.
I know. I am.
You chose that guy as your guy you don't like.
He's too realistic. All his camo and like realistic webbing. The balaclava is kind of cool. I like that. I think it was just goofy that he never took his balaclava off. They'd be sitting in like the Joe dorm rooms, and he's sitting there with a fucking ski mask on. I'm like, I guess that made it seem unrealistic to me. Who knows? I just never liked Beach. He was grumpy in the show too.
Yeah, he was funny.
I'm pretty happy. Well, he's the straight guy. Yes, he's fucking the guy that's fucking trying to make everything serious and everybody else is joking. But let's see. Toy rage, just the fucking pre-orders again. I mean, those Gendy figures. I was trying to get 2 of each of them. They didn't go up on the site. They were supposed to go up at 7 a.m. my time. They didn't go onto the site until like 7:15. Then they were coming up one at a time. I forgot about Mace Windu. It was just kind of a clusterfuck. It's just these people running websites. Like, these are not difficult things to do. And again, I've never worked for a website like Walmart, that has that kind of fucking presence. Because there are things like there's CDNs, content distribution networks, that make it faster. Like all of Walmart's website is stored on like 18 different servers around the world, so it's fast for anyone around the world to get to Walmart's website. So who knows how that's fucking with when stuff comes up and how it's sold out by the time it first comes up and all that kind of shit. So again, it's just not a perfect world. I'm not crying. I got most of the stuff I want. I got all the Mattel stuff I want, so I need to especially be happy about that. But I guess if any toy rage really would be the fucking comments in the fucking posts about all this shit where people think they're entitled to all this stuff. You know, fucking there was somebody bitching, Cliff, like not that you were bitching, but someone like you that had to be somewhere, and it's like, fuck these pre-orders. I had to be somewhere and I couldn't get the shit I wanted, you know, like, yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Get
Yeah,
the fuck out of here.
exactly.
Yeah, I literally checked in at the dentist, pulled up Mattel Creations, was like, oh, bummer, and then put my phone in my pocket.
Yeah, exactly. Joey says the Grim Knight Batman guns will work well with Slaughter too. Nice. Hell yeah. All right. Well, let's wrap this bitch up. Let's talk some grab bag here. Let me bring the screen back up. So first up, Enzo rings for Star Wars. And I kind of dig these. I have one of these. I thought it was like a gasket or something. I found it when we were on a walk. Not one of these, but I have one of these silicone rings. They're supposed to be like for the active man that can't wear a traditional wedding ring or whatever like that. They're silicone. Well, this is like a high-end company doing it where these silicone rings are actually like molded into character rings. So like I really like the Stormtrooper one. The problem here is these rings, the silicone one like I found comes in a 5-pack at Walmart for $10. So they come out to be like $2 a piece. These rings are $45 a piece for sculpted, basically a rubber ring.
And this is a ring for your finger. This isn't like a Livestrong bracelet.
No, this is a ring for your finger.
And it does what?
So,
It acts as your wedding band?
yeah, I guess. Like,
$45.
or if you just, yeah.
If you send me $45, you send me $35, I will make you a ring just like that. I'll undercut Star Wars.
But yours will be third party, dude. Yours
Exactly.
won't be official.
All right, $25.
So yeah, I thought those were interesting. Again, kind of on the same lines as the people that buy the $400 Columbia jackets because they're the same colors. Yeah. They're the same colors as a Rebel soldier's jacket. So for Transformers, for comic fans out there, there's going to be a new Wreckers mini series called Thread and Circuits. Let's see. These right bots for the job will star in their own 4-issue October miniseries written by David Marrier something. The dude that wrote Transformers vs. Terminator and Sonic the Hedgehog. Same artist that was on the Lost Light miniseries. So a complete new Wreckers team with even a new insignia is coming in hot this year. So, yeah. I kind of wish it was, well, obviously couldn't be the old team for certain reasons, but Motu, so really seems to be hitting its stride with the new cartoon. If people don't know, it's somebody posted it in the group, and I apologize so much when I constantly have to say somebody did this, somebody did that. I'm very sorry that I don't remember the specific people. I look at every single post that is on our group, so I kind of lose track whether it's Jonathan Pollock or Jeremy Seabolt or, whatever. So I apologize for not knowing names, but somebody posted, it might even been AAA, which he did join us in the chat, and I don't think I sent him a shout out, that Revelation has a 94% score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Critic score.
Yeah, critic score, exactly. So, which is impressive. Like, normally these fan nod wink shows get really bad critic scores and have better fan scores.
I think the fan scores or the user score is 27%.
Oh, is it? Jesus. So you can't win, huh? If you make the fans happy, then critics hate it.
Those are butthurt idiots. The show is awesome.
Yeah, the show is awesome.
Yeah.
It is off the hook.
Yeah, these two you're both all the way through it, right? Badass, you said you completed it too. Yeah. I'm only one episode in, so I didn't let them talk.
It'll blow your mind, Jason, when you get through it.
It's dude. Like I said, my only complaint is that Tila's kind of an asshole. Yeah. But other than that,
she's a total asshole.
Yeah. She's a bit of a prick. Yeah. But I mean, everybody else is just like where everybody is and how everybody's. Oh, it's awesome. It's so great. Tri-Klops, Roger. Tri-Klops.
Oh, I know, right? He's totally fucked.
Voiced by Henry
All right,
Rollins.
not too much.
No,
yeah. Is that Henry Rollins?
Yeah, dude.
Nice. Nice. Hell yeah. Well, I liked his in the scene from the first episode. I loved his mullet, like his rock and roll hair flying as he's driving the sled in. This is going to be a He-Man live action show in development at Netflix. So according to our trusted and proven source, He-Man is getting a live action reboot series and is in development at Netflix. It won't be long until we are returning to Castle Grayskull with Prince Adam and company. So,
dude, there's so many throwbacks in there too, like from the movie to the cartoon to
to the toys.
Like they throw everything in there, dude.
Dude, that's even that first episode. Like I said, I was just like, "Oh my god, the fucking what is it called?
Animation?
The Bashosaurus?"
Dude, what about the animation using all that Rudy Abrero painted box art?
Yeah, dude.
Like when they kind of brought you up to speed, like
yeah, when they did like essentially the recap. Hell yeah, dude.
So good. Oh my god. Yeah, it's dude, you gotta finish that tonight, man. It's fun.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how much Miss McFavorite's had to drink while I'm doing the show. Sometimes I get off the show and I walk out, she's passed out.
The only negative thing I'm gonna say is that Hamill sounds too much like the Joker in certain parts. With the Skeletor.
Does he get real jokery with it?
Yeah, he almost he slips into it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm excited that he's Skeletor though, but I could see it, pretty easily. I mean, the Joker was real Skeletor-y to begin with, on the animated.
I don't think he intentionally does it. He just kind of slides into it as he's getting into the jazz of Skeletor.
Yeah, the maniacal.
Yeah.
The maniacal hilarity.
Yeah, and who is it? It's Lena Headey is Evil Lynn, and she's great.
Oh yeah, she's totally great, man. She kills it as Evil Lynn.
And keeping with new media, G.I. Joe to get a new series as well. 2022. During a sizzle reel, a brief clip from the show was shown to audiences. You can check out our description of the clip after. Oh, spoilers. Well, it's going to be a year. Does anyone care?
No.
Okay. All right. If you care really bad, this is the last story of the show. So see you sooner rather than later, or later rather than sooner. Peace. All right. This clip was animated like what you usually see on a typical flashback scene, moving characters to a static background akin to Mortal Kombat X endings. I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, it's like
the video game like Mortal Kombat endings. Okay. Could just be a placeholder concept art, barely 2 seconds. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow are fighting a couple of enemies. Both their designs are brand new and futuristic. Fuck. That sucks. Yeah. Snake Eyes looks a lot like a Black Power Ranger, wears bladed gauntlets like classified series Storm Shadow art, most popularly known as Batman gauntlets. Silver visor, no weapon, just a badass kick. Storm Shadow looks a lot like Marvel character Crossbones. Oh, Jesus. White, high collar jacket, no sleeves. At least he's no sleeves. Like Snake Eyes wears the same gauntlets, dual wielding 2 tang hooked katanas. Anyone know what tang hooked means?
I assume it's that katana that came with a couple different Snake Eyes with the hook on the end of it.
Yeah, the hook on the end of it, yeah. There's a sword that has like double blade and has 2 hooks on the side.
Oh, interesting. I still can't picture it, but that's because I'm
and then
a
it
few
breaks
shots
apart
deep.
into 2 separate swords, or you can put it together as one sword.
Ah, interesting. Enemies are 2 males, 1 bare-chested, tattooed, wearing Japanese demon mask. Bare-chested enemy wields a double-ended Japanese shogi hook. The other wields a straight sword while receiving a knee kick to the chest from Snake Eyes. They're on the top of a building, maybe a helipad. Neon signboards can be seen in the city. 4th of July fireworks reminiscent of the intro to the G.I. Joe movie. So.
Why does Hasbro hate G.I. Joe? I don't know.
And
why do you hate them so much?
It's wholly owned by them, too, which is weird.
Yeah, like they saved you time and time again, yet you shit all over it non-stop.
But can I tell you my theory? Because I do have a theory. So G.I. Joe started as like the doll, the action doll, and was an army doll, and then became like an adventure doll when Vietnam became too real, and then kind of died for a little while, and then I guess, I don't know, off the heels of Star Wars bringing it down to a 4-inch figure, they radically rebranded it and became G.I. Joe American Hero that we all love. I think they're trying to radically rebrand it again for something that hooks today's kids. Yeah, so they keep trying. They're pulling Fortnite in. They're pulling Marvel in. They're trying to they tried it with Sigma 6, which kind of worked. Sigma 6 was super cool, but it didn't work.
I liked it. I wouldn't call it super cool, but
I really like those figures. Okay. I think they're
the figures were sick. Like I'll give it.
I like those figures a lot. And I really don't like anything that's not 4-inch for G.I. Joe. So, I mean, that's kind of a huge thing. I think they're throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks, to find that magic sauce that does for today's kids what the 82 relaunch did for us.
Well, can't they just wait till we're dead and then do that?
Dude, the people who bought the 12-inch dolls are saying the same thing about our G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're like, what the fuck is this?
That would be crazy. If you go to a JoeCon, there is a very strong separation between 12-inch and 3 3/4. Yeah, I mean, where it's 12-inch booth, 12-inch booth, 3 3/4 booth, 3 3/4 booth, 12-inch booth, and it's
not intermingle with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's some people that span it, but not maybe 1 or 2 at a whole toy show, you know. So it would be crazy to think in another 20 years there'll be the 12-inch and the Real American Hero and then Cyber Ninja. Yeah.
And we'll all just be ready for gang fights outside.
Oh shit. All right. Well, fuck. We did pretty good there, even with that amount of news. I know I was kind of blazing through it. Didn't want another 3+ hour show on my hands, but so yeah, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. We miss Rock. Hope you're feeling better, brother. Our wishes, and if it's you, your prayers are going out to you.
I'll get you some new underwear, bro.
Yeah, we had an underwear discussion. Oh shit. Yeah, and then of course Lotus, we miss you too, man. Always nice to have a voice of reason with all of us people that love this stuff so much. Always nice to have somebody that hates it so much.
Right.
But we'll see you bitches. Oh, and sorry, let me do this too. I always forget to do this. And so big shout out to Peachy Keen, the cool guy, Joey Mangana. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right, brother. Paul Schreiber, Triple A was in the house. Thank you guys, everybody. KJ Smith, of course, as always. Thank you guys for joining us. It really is amazing having you guys in the chat, and we really appreciate you being there and putting up for 2 hours of me getting drunk and having fun. So we'll see you bitches sooner rather than later.
Or later rather than sooner.